Hey guys, how's it going? Karath here, bringing a bit of an untraditional look, I guess, at a World of Tanks replay instead, as opposed to Counter-Strike or anything else. Just to put a bit of background into this, is that I've got something like sub 8,000 battles. I've recently started getting into the French wheeled tanks here, and I have to say that I'm very fascinated by the playstyle, and hence why I'm creating a video about what to kind of do in this light tank, or what I think is correct to do. And a lot of people can obviously argue against this or argue for it. I think this is just there's always an ability to add more discussion onto it. So for my thought here is that the wheel tanks are not something where you can just instantly go in and YOLO in, just do whatever you want and get away scot-free. It is very much a tank that's pretty high risk, high reward sometimes, actually. And the reason why I say this is because even though it's really quick, the lower tier ones can still be shot at. And because their HP pool is relatively small, all it takes is a couple of mistakes and you're actually out of the battle. Because at tier 7, you're already versing tanks that have maybe 1,000, 1,100 HP. Light tanks just don't have that HP, even after rework. And, I mean, this is exactly the reason why. It's because you look at this 1375, big mistake he's made. He's come up, he's been spotted, and he's just been slammed. Right? Instantly, he's out of the game. And he tries to get out of there, there's no getting out of there. So, plot spoiler, he dies. And this is where I go, all right, this is like my standard opening sometimes, is just to take a line and look to see what's going on. So in this case, I don't like going down mid because there's no really option from getting out, as that AMX 1375 found out. And here's the situation where I go, okay, I'm looking at my minimap right now and I'm going, I cannot stay here. And here's the reason why. I have only an Indian PZ for support, who top tier, tier 8 in this game, but he's not going to be able to stand up against a force if it pushes over. It's all down to these guys over here in C3 to hold it, and there's just way too many there. Like, I've got too many people holding, not enough people to actually do damage. So as a result, I go, no, I'm not staying there, because that's a death sentence. And that's what I mean by it's high risk, high reward. Because yes, I could try to stay there and get shots in and get damage, but I don't know what's behind it. I still haven't found 3 tank destroyers or 4 tank destroyers at that point in time. I don't know if they've brought heavies. I don't know if there's a third medium there. So my decision at that point is just to back out and think about what I need to do, because the situation will always unfold. As you can see, the light tank has been spotted in the middle. And at these times, I think I've gone AFK a little bit here, but my philosophy with the light tank is I like shifting around the map and seeing what's going on, because I like keeping, as better tankers will say, you look at your skills, you look at your lemming rushes, you look at your dakis, right? They will always say, look at your minimap. And the reason why you need to look at your minimap is to be aware of what's going on. Right? Where is the threat going to be from? Where can you get shot from? Where can you get shots into? How can you contribute best into this game? Right? And plot spoiler, this is not going to be a huge carry game, right? My platoon mate does really well, picks up a top gun. But the key thing here is I'm trying to get control of the map off the enemy, and that way forcing an advantage, because they've already lost one eyes. And I've spotted the LMH TV. 6 Sense pops up here. I know exactly which bush he's in. So bang, straight in. I punish him for being overly aggressive. I'm waiting to see what he does. And this is the moment where I stop and I'm thinking about it, right? Because your instant response is your gun's really quick off reload. Most likely I'm going to get another HE pen on him, right? Because this tier 7 French tank is 75mm HE pen. It's going to pen this enemy light tank. But here's the thing. I haven't spotted out where 3 of their tank destroyers are, because I haven't seen them yet, right? I've only lit up one Scorpion G, or one Scorpion G has been lit up by the team. I don't know where the J Panther is. If you just take a look at the enemy tanks, I don't know where the SU is. I don't know where the J Panther is. I don't know where the Udez is. They could all, for all I know, be watching this corner. So I stop. I stay hidden under this hill because my immediate threat is I don't care about this light tank anyway, okay? He's out of a critical position now. If he comes in, he's going to get spotted again. He's out of this critical position. We now control mid once again. I've alleviated the pressure off my tank destroyers so they can provide covering fire support. And I'm thinking maybe this is the time where I can actually get a little bit aggressive. But no, I get spotted and I go, no, this is still too early. There's still 13 enemy tanks left on the battlefield. And that's just way too many for me to just go in and die. I don't have teammates getting shots in. This is... I only have a single Artie, so it's not as if Artie can just absolutely slam a tank. If I commit deep, I don't have any support. So I get lit a couple of times. I'm okay with that. I'm just backing out here because I go... Once again, I need to preserve my HP. I don't want to be going in at a situation where my HP is too low. I can get punished. And I notice the LHMTV is going back in again. So... And this is something I don't like doing as a light tank a lot of the time, is going back in the same position. So my platoon mate calls him out. I know this, but my mind is firmly on this low because I don't know if this low's in a position where he can actually do more damage or not. So it turns out by the time I get there, he's dead. But I don't know. See, here's the situation for me, right? Oni before was spotted here. Now he's back here fighting these two tanks. These two tanks could be up here and therefore forcing this tank into an overmatch, right? So this, my FV over here could theoretically be in an overmatch. As a tank that can shift around really quickly, why not try to get the advantages that you can, once again, while you get more information on the map? Because as I kill the low, I've noticed a couple more things. J Panther's been spotted. Okay. Udez has been spotted, and Udez is not in position to hit me, so I don't have to worry about a TD, or I don't have to worry about one TD anymore. The medium, like I said, the light tank has gone back into mid. So this is where I go, all right, I'm going to go straight back into mid once again, because the critical thing for me to do right now is to, once again, make sure that my tanks at E2 are safe. Right? If they crest over the ridgeline, they're not going to get spotted over. They can punish this Scorpion G, P43 to the Centurion, yada, yada, yada. So, and I come in here, once again, pretty safe. 6 Sense pops off the exact same time. I've called out to my platoon mate what's going on. And the problem is that the tier 7 British light tank just played a little bit too predictably, right? So Mighty Flynn played the same position again. We punish him for that. He's out of the game. And this is where now, okay, J Panther is about to die. I can now go aggressive, right? Because the situation has changed. No longer is it a 2-on-2. It's now 8-on-3. So this is the part where it's go time. I need to get assisting damage. I need to get damage to make this game from okay one. Honestly, 1,000 damage, 400 assisting is not too bad, but I would like a lot more if I could. So this is where I go in, and this is where, unfortunately, I've HE loaded because the P43 turn, I spot him, but I can only get a tracking shot with the HE. I can't pen him. So the tier 7 Italian tank has enough to kind of hold on any frontal attack. He dies anyway. I get some tracking damage. I've noticed where the Centurion 5-1 is. And like I said, because the scoreline at this stage is so good for us, I just want to go in and get damage. So, yep, out I come, just drive around. I noticed the Artie, so I'm trying to drive in a unpredictable manner just to try to throw off any more TDs. I don't know. I looked afterwards at the map and then I found out, okay, the SU as well as the Udez was back there, but I didn't know if there was going to be another TD that could take a pot shot if the artillery is looking at me. So I'm trying to make it difficult. I don't line up a great HE shot there. That cost me a lot of damage, I would say. That cost me probably an additional 200 damage. I could have gotten an extra 200 damage off that shot. Nevertheless, I do get the assisting damage on it, which is pretty good. And this is just pretty much clean up mode from here. Like I said, my teammate does get Top Gun on this, which is really, really good. He got 800 damage. But why I brought this replay out was because, well, A, this was a really fun game for me to play, right? Coordinating with my platoon mate and going around. But kind of just to give a bit of insight into if you're trying to pick up these tier 7 light tanks and you're going, or these tier 8 light tanks or these wheeled tanks and trying to think about, I'm not a too experienced player, how should I approach about it? This is how you should approach about it. Like, think about what timing attacks you should make. Think about what tanks are on the enemy team. Once again, you don't need to be this perfect 3,000, 4,000 win rate player to make an impact in the game. And I'm not by any means an amazing player. I think I'm an above average player, just under 8,000 battles, which is pretty good. But I'm hoping that this can help you guys a little bit because, I mean, these tanks are not overpowered by any means in my mind. Anyway, that's it for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll be getting more videos up onto this channel in the near future as well. But until then, take care and have a good one.